have joint pain or knee pain and you've told yourself that strength training is just not going to work for you, it's off the table, then this video is for you. I'm Lennice and I've been a nurse for over 35 years, and I think I've heard just about every excuse in the book as to why strength training is not key or important for some women over 50. The number one reason I always hear from women over 50 as for the reason why they're not wanting to strength train is that they're going to get bulky. And let me tell you, a woman over 50 does not have what it takes as far as their hormone panel to get the bodybuilder physique. It takes lots of work, and even putting in lots of work still may not yield you a bulky bodybuilder body. So get over that myth, because it takes a lot to get bulky when it comes to being muscular for most women. And so getting bulky should not be a reason why you don't strength train. Just if you feel like you're getting too bulky, which 9 times out of 10 is not going to happen, or 9.5 times out of 10 is not going to happen, then you just back off of your weights. The second reason I hear a lot from women over 50, and they may not say the exact words, but they may imply, it's just too late for me. You know, I've gained weight, I barely even exercise, so to start strength training is just too late. And you know, building muscle can happen at any age. No matter how old you are, it's never too late to start using your muscles and challenging them so that they can grow and be strong, so that you can get stronger and stronger no matter what your age. It's never too late to get started. The key to it is getting the right information and guidance on how to do it properly so you don't injure yourself. So again, it's not too late. And if you don't know where to start, I really suggest starting small. And that's just with like any habit. Just want to start small so you don't overwhelm yourself and then quit. If you start small, sometimes it feels like what I'm doing is probably not even making a difference. But know that if you are challenging your muscles, no matter how little you may feel you're challenging them, if you're using them, you are building your muscles. If you're not using them, you're losing them. And that could determine if at 70 you're hiking and playing with your grandkids, or if you're less mobile and more dependent on someone to care for you, or even in a wheelchair, God forbid. And then the third excuse I hear is, I'm afraid of getting hurt. And that's a very real reason to be concerned about strength training. Because I think when we think about strength training, we're thinking about, you know, the people in the gym with the heavy weights, and they're lifting them to the point that they're, you know, grunting and sweating, and that's not really what I'm talking about. I've been strength training now for about 3.5 years, and I strength train 3 to 4 times a week for 20 minutes, and I don't break a sweat, but I'm building muscle. I've been told I could work a little harder, and I'm planning to do that. But right now, what I'm doing is working for me, and I am so much stronger than I can ever imagine. And I understand that you don't want to injure yourself, and I agree. However, it's key to make sure that you're using the correct, you know, movements. You're strengthening your back. You are protecting your back, protecting your bones. When you're strength training, you can ask your doctor, see if you could see a physical therapist. If you have the money and the time to get a personal trainer, that's what I did. I did not get a personal trainer for a year. I got a personal trainer for 12 sessions. And those 12 sessions, I spread them out. The first 4 sessions, I did them a couple of times a week for 2 weeks. And then I did some more sessions. I met with him once a week for 4 weeks. And then I met with him every couple of weeks. And then I met with him once a month until I used all 12 of my sessions, right? And by that time, I knew how to use the equipment in the gym, or I knew how to use free weights. And so whatever your goals are, if you could get a personal trainer for a short time, if money is an issue, then do that so they can help you use proper technique when you're lifting weights and trying to build muscle so that you don't injure yourself. And of course, like I said, always speak with your doctor, because this is information is for educational purposes, and I don't want you to start lifting weights, not doing it properly, and injure yourself. Whenever I'm lifting and strength training, if I feel a twinge of pain, I stop. I've only had that happen once, and I did stop and I rested my body for a few days, and then I didn't have any more issues. I personally have right knee pain, and I've had this right knee pain before I even started lifting weights. I had an injury. A dog impaled my leg in the dog park with my dog, so it wasn't just the other dog's fault. They were playing and they just ran into my knee, and so that right knee has some arthritis, and so I tend to wear a sleeve when I have to exercise, so that just gives me that extra support. And so sometimes I do have pain when I'm planning to work out. If I'm having a bad day with my right knee, I may just do upper body exercises and maybe do lower body the next day, but I don't push it, because to me the pain is telling me something, so I need to just listen to it. So my purpose for sharing with you, not to make any excuses for building muscle and strength training, is because I really want you to live a long life. But the length of life is great, but you want to live a strong life also, so you can be independent. I'll tell a little story. Recently I went to Disneyland with my family, and I had an opportunity to walk around the theme park all day, and I did great. Wasn't tired, which is awesome. But most importantly, I had an opportunity to carry my granddaughter on my shoulder, and I carried her for about 2 miles as we were leaving the park, going back to the parking garage, and she was light as a feather. I didn't feel tired when I was done, and that to me was worth all the 3 years of exercising and building muscle, because it really showed me that I am stronger than I was quite a few years ago. And another thing is when I go to the airport and I can lift my luggage into the overhead compartment on the airplane without a problem, or when I can have my backpack on my back walking through the airport, not tired at all. I'll take the stairs instead of taking the escalator. It's things like that, those little wins, that help me focus on continuing to build muscle and get stronger. And so I hope this video has helped you. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos for women over 50 who want to build muscle and be encouraged to strength train and live a long and strong life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.